Yeah. How does a party like the Libertarian Party that really is about the individual, how should they, because this is where I think they haven't been successful, is how do you take people where it's about the individual and really get them to unify? So when I was watching the convention, for example, they had people up there screaming about, either legalizing all drugs, which I could be convinced is fine, but more things like, no driver's licenses, things like that, where it's such a non-starter for so many people. Like, it just seems so silly. Like, to get in a car, you could kill a lot of people if you don't know how to do it. We should have a license. Like, that seems, within the libertarian construct, I think you can make an argument for that. How do you think they can untie themselves from some of the most things that are sort of out there at this point? Or do you think that maybe they don't have to?
You want to talk about like how the Libertarian Party should be made better?
Well, basically, yeah. That I heard them talking about like the driver's license thing, and I was like, guys, you're arguing about such petty little things that you're completely missing what the bigger argument is.
Well, that
would be an easier way to ask that.
I guess. I mean, I very proudly voted for the Libertarian Party candidate when they first started a party. I went to the New York convention in the 70s. The presidential nominating convention. So I really liked the fact that there was an LP when it got started. But I quickly came of the opinion, even into the 80s and the 90s, that it was a big mistake to have a Libertarian Party. And the reason was, and I got invited to Libertarian Party conventions to debate people on whether there should be a Libertarian Party. And the reason was that I thought, first of all, we have a two-party system based on the voting rules that currently are in existence. And to have a Libertarian Party, basically, a third party will basically cost the party that's closest to it votes and help the party that's farthest from it. It'll drain votes from the party that's closest to it. That's not a good thing.
Right.
The second thing that makes it not a good thing is that to the extent people want to be political activists, they don't want to be professors and they don't want to be writers, they want to be political activists, and instead of saying, okay, go out and find the party you feel best about, the Democrats or Republicans, and make that party more libertarian, it drains those people into a libertarian ghetto party that's never going to win. And that, by definition, makes the two major parties less libertarian at the margin because libertarians are invited out of that party.
Right.
If there was a law that said they had to go into the third party, libertarians would resent it, but they segregate themselves. So for these two reasons, I was against the Libertarian Party. Now this year, of all years, the year in which there may not be a lesser of two evils. There's always a lesser of two evils, right? But there's no natural law that says there has to be a lesser of two evils. They might just be bad in their own way, equally bad.
Yeah.
This is the year when a third party like the Libertarian Party really they're in existence for, right? Don't tell me about they're going to get 10% of the vote this year because it's going to help in the future. This is the future. The Libertarian Party's been around for 40 years or 30 years, however long they've been around. This is their year, and they don't seem to be up to the challenge this year of fielding a candidate that's genuinely attractive. Whether Gary Johnson is better than Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, that's a reasonable conclusion one can reach because they're so bad. But we shouldn't have to settle for that. We should have actually, if they hadn't been able to field, if they're not able to field a candidate this year, which should be their year, then they're never going to be able to.
Really? Yeah, I did a video a couple weeks ago about why I wanted to at least support Gary Johnson until the debates. Let's at least get one other voice in the debate.
I think he should be in the debates.
Yeah.